Hello and welcome to another vlog. Um, so today isn't going to be the most enjoyable, or not necessarily not enjoyable, but it's not going to be the most happy vlog. I don't think any of them are. I think a lot of them are either me being angry or I don't know. um, yeah. So I sort of wanted to make a special vlog about why the channel has been slow to upload and sort of some more personal things that I haven't really discussed at all really. um, I mean, the thing is with these vlogs is I've never written a script or even remotely tried to come up with what I want to talk about before I start them. Maybe I'll have like two ideas, and usually I just somehow talk for the next 30 minutes. But yeah, I don't know how to start really. But I guess I'd start with that. If you maybe be able to guess, I don't know. But the past maybe 6 or so months haven't been the best for me. Um, I have been struggling, I guess, with a lot. Both, I guess, through relationship issues, and just personal issues in general. Just a lot of issues. Um, if there's been, I guess, some very dark moments for me in this past year, really. Um, I mean, I'm nowhere near as unfortunate as other people, but it still hasn't been an easy year. I've, I guess it's just a culmination of lots of little things that I don't know. Um, but the end result really was that I didn't trust people. I didn't have really any faith in anyone. And I guess YouTube in general has been a way for me to pretend that none of that exists and that someone actually out there might listen or care or something. And for a long time I believed that no one cared about me, that I had to face all my problems by myself, and that no matter how hard I tried, um, I would never succeed. I would never be anything. I would always wind up in the dirt, or figuratively, I guess. Um, I'm not as unfortunate as other people who have to deal with far worse problems. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the problems are. If you have mentally, it doesn't change really. I don't think. Maybe it does. I don't know. But I guess mentally has been the biggest problem. Just not believing in anyone else, that they're there for me, or believing that anyone could do any good for me, that if the people were either using me or doing things because they felt sorry for me. They were never doing it because they cared. And recently that all changed. I found out, in albeit a pretty terrible way, that at least someone cared about me. And they weren't the ones who revealed it in a terrible way. It was just the way it happened, I guess. But I never believed it. I couldn't believe it. I don't know why. It's hard to explain. But for a long time, I guess the best way I could explain how I felt was that I was falling down a hill and I couldn't stop, and there was no end to the hill. It was just, my life was just falling and falling and falling, and it just I didn't know what to do, and I kept trying to face that problem by myself because I don't even know really. I just did, and even if I tried, it never felt like there was anyone who I could talk to, and I don't know how to really explain myself any better, but it just, there was no one that I felt I could trust, even if they were there, even if I was just blind to the reality that there were people that whole time that really did care. Um, there's countless people who I realize now do, and I guess I'm grateful that they stuck stood by me, I guess, and put up with whatever I did for that period of time. I'm nowhere near by means through the whole problem, but at least now I know that someone somewhere at least cares. I think that was my biggest problem. Just I didn't believe that anyone would or could. And I mean, it's hard to explain how that feels, and I guess in a way it made me feel terrible for the longest time. To be honest, it's probably been longer than a year that I've felt that way. It's been far too long, I think. Sometimes during it, I guess, I had sort of moments where I felt better, perhaps for the wrong reasons. I don't really know, but it never worked out, and I don't know. I just I was, and I guess YouTube was like a band-aid fix. It helped me escape it for a while, but reality eventually kicks back in, and no matter how hard I tried, it wasn't something that could just make me forget everything. That, I couldn't just escape my own problems through one other means. I guess in a way it's kind of like, alcoholics drink to ease their pain or whatever. I don't know exactly why they do it, but usually they have some reason. And I guess I had mine, but I was using different methods. And I think my biggest problem was I kept trying to become who I was, and instead of focusing on who I could become, I didn't know what to do. I was so lost in the past and just lost in myself. And I still don't really know what to do, but I feel like I've made a start. It just, I don't really know how to put it all in words. As I said, I don't write scripts for these things, so it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but I just feel like I owe some people an explanation, and I guess I really want to express my gratitude to the people who do care, because even if I was blind to that, now knowing it and realizing how stupid I was, it really, it makes me feel a lot better. It's something that I guess I don't know how to explain at all, because if I did, I probably wouldn't have a problem. I'm just grateful I don't have any other horrible problems, but it still wears down on you. And there are many things that I guess put me in that spot. As some people would know, I don't have a job. I've been trying to get one for the longest time, and when I was initially trying to get a job for the first maybe 6 or 7 months, I was very focused on it and I tried really hard, and it didn't happen. It just never did. Or when it even remotely became an interview, I never got through after that stage. And there were ups and downs to it. There were moments where I came close to getting a job and never got it. And I think when it comes down to it, when you're rejected so many times in a world where something's needed, such as a job, it weighs down on you. And it sounds stupid probably to some people, but I mean, I only wanted a job because then I could hang out with my friends, do things with them that without having to just, I could go places, go to movies and whatever. Um, and without it, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Um, and that was probably what hurt more, is every rejection just felt like I got further away from my friends and the people who I cared about. And I guess that didn't help. It just didn't. Um, and then, I don't know. There were just too many things to really discuss that could have possibly put me in such a bad spot. But hopefully I can fix whatever it is, or at least move on. Um, at least that would be nice. But I guess to sort of put it in a way that is easy to understand is, I don't think for the longest time that I've ever been happy for real. For I might laugh and maybe there were small moments, but I don't think there was any lasting happiness. And today I went for a walk, and for no reason I looked up at the sky, and it was just so overwhelming. I just couldn't stop smiling, and I don't know why, but it was just this overwhelming feeling of happiness for no reason. And I don't think I even remember ever feeling like that, just happy. It's just, it's hard to explain, I guess. Maybe I was depressed. I don't know. I don't want to claim that I was, without properly being clinically diagnosed. It's possible I really was, and maybe I should have sought help that way, but I don't want to say I was something if I wasn't. There's too many people who do that. They claim that they're one thing and they haven't really been medically diagnosed, and it just ruins those problems for the people that really do have it. Depression or any sort of mental issue. Just, people pretending to have it don't help. This probably will be the darkest vlog, maybe. Maybe not darkest, but saddest. That's probably the better description. But there's just been so many moments, I guess, where I thought that maybe I could do it myself, get through it all by myself. But I guess I was just lying to myself. And I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't try seeking help, making sure that whatever it was, there were people all around me who were willing to help, and I ignored it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think there's much more to say, but you know, hopefully, hopefully things, both myself and maybe this channel can improve. Maybe I'll get through it. It might take time, but now I know that there's help and there's people that care. And hopefully, whatever it is, I can get through it. So, I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Bye bye.